man traveling alone, a family of 3, and a family of 2. What do all these people have in common? These are the vehicle deaths that have happened this year due to a drunk driver. Today I'll be telling you how much alcohol needs to be consumed to be considered legally drunk in the state of Texas, telling you about the dangers of driving after you've been drinking, and giving you some alternatives to driving drunk. So having some drinks and driving is illegal in the state of Texas, right? Surprisingly, the answer is no. Taken from an article titled "Everything You Need to Know About the Texas Legal Alcohol Limit for Driving," written by Ann Thiessen, dated 15 March 2018, retrieved from the TexasTrialAttorney.com website. While we don't recommend it, so long as your blood alcohol level or your BAC is under 0 or 0.08%, Texans that are non-commercial drivers over the age of 21 can technically be on the road after drinking. If you are over 21, there are 2 legal alcohol limits for driving. For ordinary non-commercial drivers, the legal alcohol limit is 0.08. For commercial drivers holding a CDL, the legal alcohol limit for driving is only 0.4% or 0.04%, regardless of whether you're driving your commercial or personal vehicle. Retrieved from lowcostinterlock.com in an article titled "How Many Drinks Does It Take to Reach 0.08% BAC?" It says that for every 1 drink, your BAC goes up about 0.02%. So reaching a BAC of 0.08% takes about 4 to 5 drinks. However, this does not take into account any of the various factors that contribute to how you process alcohol. You'll need to consider your body weight, whether your stomach is full or empty, and probably reference back to past drinking experiences, how much alcohol you've been able to consume before you get to the point where you feel intoxicated. So just because you can have a couple of drinks and drive doesn't mean that you should. Now I'll be telling you about the many dangers that come along with drinking and driving. The number 1 reason to not drink and drive is because you could get into a wreck, and this wreck could be deadly. In an article written by C. Holzer, dated 2019, titled "Drunk Driving," it was in the Salem Press Encyclopedia of Health, retrieved from the Columbia College Library website. It says the effects brought on by alcohol start to appear within a BAC of 0.02%. These effects include a loss of judgment and a decline in the driver's ability to quickly track moving objects or perform 2 tasks at a time. Once a person's BAC reaches 0.5%, the risk of a fatal crash substantially increases. At this level, the person is less alert and coordinated, and has trouble focusing, has trouble steering the vehicle, and is slower to respond to emergency driving situations. At a BAC of 0.08%, muscle coordination is poor, and the driver will have problems concentrating and controlling the vehicle. They'll start having short-term memory loss, will have problems processing information, for example, signal detection like the lights switching, and will show impaired reasoning and depth perception. In 2013, there were 1,337 drunk driving deaths in Texas. That was the biggest in the nation. Of all traffic accident deaths, 39.5% involved alcohol. This was taken from an article titled "Texas Alcoholism, Rates, Treatments, and Statistics," written by A. Lartini, S. Thomas, and S. Stein, dated 17 May 2019. This is received from greenhousetreatment.com. If a life isn't taken in a wreck, it will be ruined. Their life will be ruined by prison, because they'll go to jail for killing their passengers or passengers of someone in another vehicle. The families of those persons that were lost, their lives will be ruined forever. Other consequences you should consider are the possibility of getting arrested and having your license suspended. With enough convictions of driving intoxicated, you could get a court-ordered breathalyzer put into your vehicle, which means you'll have to blow into this tube every time you start the car to make sure that you're not drunk. The number 1 reason to avoid again was the wreck. Putting your life and the life of others in danger is not worth it. Now I'll be giving you some alternatives to drinking and driving. The number 1 thing that you can do if you're out with a group is to assign 1 person as a designated driver, and they'll be responsible for getting the group home safely, and they will not be drinking throughout the night. According to an article titled "Alternatives to Getting Home Without Drunk Driving," written 13 March 2018, retrieved from fixautousa.com. It says, if it looks like you will be going home drunk, ride-sharing companies like Lyft and Uber offer an easy and simple way to get home. You simply download the app to your smartphone. They usually cost less than a taxi, and you pay with your phone rather than cash or a credit card. From roadsafetytransport.nsb.gov, dated 22 October 2018, the article titled Getting Home Safely, it states to exercise the use of public transportation or a taxi. Calling a family member to go and pick you up is also a safe and a really good option to choose. Lives are on the line whenever you decide to drink and drive, and it's definitely not worth it. So before you drink and drive, remember that it only takes 0.08% to be considered legally drunk. Remember the consequences and seek an alternative to getting home. Remember the family of 3, the family of 2, and the single man lost their lives because of irresponsible driver.